Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. You know I love gay movies, especially black gay movies, and despite the regressive laws on the continent, African creatives have been making groundbreaking movies centering gay characters and stories for many years. I've already covered 5 African gay movies and 5 more African gay movies, videos you can find on our movies or African playlists. So this makes even more gay African movies I've mentioned, making our current gay African movie count on the channel to 15 titles. Here's a quick list of 5 even more gay African movies. Salute. Salute is the 2017 film that depicts the complicated and abusive world of gay relationships in prison. This film is set in a prison in Windhoek, Namibia, and I noticed this film stars one of the lead actors from another gay film from Namibia called Kapana. Adriano Visagi, who plays our star in this movie called Carlito, is spending a relatively brief but stressful time in prison. Carlito is leaving behind a girlfriend and a young child at home, and as the movie begins and Carlito is adjusting to life behind bars, he starts to catch the eye of many prisoners, including gangs who want him for just one thing. I was taken aback at how openly gay the men who were checking him out in the film were with each other. They were portraying themselves as tough guys, but were not shy about remarking how attractive Carlito is in their eyes. Before long, the gang members, particularly a man who calls himself General, begin to insert themselves in Carlito's life, pretending to look out for him, but with only one real goal in mind. Mafi. Now, out of the many gay African movies I've discussed on the channel, this is by far the whitest, but still looks like a fascinating historic film I definitely want to see. Released in 2019, but set in 1991 during the reign of the racist South African apartheid, this story follows the life of a new South Afrikaans military recruit who is learning how to be a soldier while hiding his gay identity. In this stunning trailer, we see that masculinity and brute force reigns in this platoon, and though it's clear the star of the film, Nicholas, is getting close to one of the other young soldiers, in another scene he rejects another gay soldier who is more femme than him, who warns him to lay low. In the trailer, one of the military superiors is yelling at the white soldiers that racial sympathy and homosexuality will not be tolerated, which I think is a poignant line. This film directly shows the character and the viewers that racism and homophobia are directly connected, like all other forms of discrimination, and that both racial integration and gay people are a direct threat to the white patriarchal system we're stuck in. Walking with Shadows. Another gay African film I've yet to see but is on my watch list is Walking with Shadows, a Nigerian drama released in 2019. The production value on this film looks great, and so does the acting in the trailer. And this story likely resonates with many Nigerian men who feel the need to hide their sexuality in order to survive Nigeria's homophobic culture. Set in Lagos, Nigeria, in all of Africa's largest city, at a whopping 21 million people, we meet a successful family man named Adrian, who has his life turned upside down when an anonymous phone call from one of his past hookups reaches his wife. And everyone in his social network slowly begins to find out that he has been hiding his sexuality from everyone around him. In the trailer, it seems that not only does Adrian's family's life begin to fall apart, this revelation of his secret life seems to interrupt his business life as well, leaving him apprehended by armed men with guns who violently abuse him. Nigeria has no legal protections for gay men, and in fact, gay sex is still harshly penalized by Nigerian law, which is a shame considering so many LGBTQ people currently live in Nigeria. Men in Love. How did I not know that Nigeria is knocking out all these gay stories despite their homophobic legislation? Let's give it up for the gay Nigerians for cranking out gay art despite their anti-gay laws. Men in Love is the 2000 film that definitely gives me Nollywood production vibes. Nollywood is one of the largest movie markets in the world, and because of their inexpensive productions, they can crank out a bunch of movies that remind me of soap operas that are popular here in the US and Canada. The trailer I watched is giving the drama, and I love it. In the trailer, we see that a straight married man with kids named Charles and his gay bestie are out on the town when they are caught by one of Ackles' exes, who tears into Charles for stealing his man. But things take a dark turn when Charles's friend Alex can't take no for an answer, and he decides to have his way with Charles without his consent. Desecration. Another film I'll come back and do a full review for the channel is Desecration, yet another Nollywood film that is breaking new ground for gay representation and truly the entire African continent. Released just last year in 2024, but set in a distant past before colonization in a supposed fictional land, Desecration is a story of two young men who find love with each other in a repressive society that is actively hunting gay men. This is the first film that I can recall seeing that depicts gay storylines in indigenous African cultures prior to colonization. And these are the stories I want to see. The film's village settings, costumes, and culture are inspired by indigenous Nigerian culture, and we finally get a theatrical depiction of what gay life may have been like before European colonization. In the first moments of the film, we see that two men have been burnt at the stake for being caught together. So how does this have an effect on the men with these desires who are still alive in their village?